All right, guys. CLEM in the top left side of the map here for Team Liquid. His opponent Hero in the bottom right. Playing like the nasty boy that he is with a proxy second gateway to start this grand finals. It's the Pigosaur weekly number 54, $400 prize pool tournament. And they both made their way through a lot of stiff opposition to get here. Players like Cure, Beyond, Solar, all falling by the wayside. And now it's a battle of PvT. Now Hero's being a bit cheesier on these new maps, on this patch. Really looking to take advantage of Terrans who aren't scouting, and especially if they're building command centers on the low ground. Probe comes in now. We are going to see a Zealot from here, and then we'll see an Adept from this gateway, a Stalker from the front. Command center being exposed on the low ground looks like a juicy target. Terran's almost never SCV scouting in this matchup is what he's looking to take advantage of. Now, Cure crumbled under this pressure, but I have a feeling that Hero might be able to, CLEM might be able to just weather the storm. He's so good at microing reactively, and will he find it? See, he's queued this to find the gateway. Question is, does he retask this? Because we've seen a few times today people have had the path there, and okay, he manually goes in that direction. He will find it. Huge, absolutely huge, guys. The Stalker gets spotted coming out. He cancels the command center, immediately builds a bunker on the high ground, and starts building more Marines. That is exactly what he needs to do. A grenade to buy himself an extra second. Very good move. Lets his Reaper heal a little bit more. Stalker does target the Reaper, but he's already got 5-6 SCVs pulled. 2 Marines, a Reaper, and the SCVs. Beautiful Oh man, the SCV micro. The SCV micro is so good. Dude, he's not losing anything. He's lost 1 Marine. If he kills this Stalker, that is actually ridiculous. His micro is just so good. He is just otherworldly good, isn't he? But he's going to lose the Reaper. Oh, he went too deep. He does let an Adept inside. The SCV does hide. Yes, he's very good at StarCraft, but he may be a bit too excited here. Hero not quite able to get that SCV on the command, and he focuses this red at point 1 down. That one's going to start attacking the bunker. He's going to get that SCV now. Still good damage for Hero, but dude, CLEM is so good at surviving in these scenarios. Ooh. Okie doke. Marine Alien comes forward. 4 SCVs will be the tally as this attack finally gets shut down. Alien takes a few hits there. Marine will get back inside the bunker to hold this ramp. I say it will. CLEM may have forgot he has a Marine. There's a lot going on right now. He really needs to put that Marine in the bunker. There we go. Luckily, Adepts don't do a lot. Even CLEM can panic under pressure a little bit. Try to make a Marauder and a Cyclone. He's going for a double tech lab, and the second barracks will now begin. Behind this, Hero has got his expansion just finished then, just a second ago. And he's trying to keep the pressure up with the Depth Stalker, going for a Twilight Council, a second gas. His Warp Gate got chronoed so he can warp more units in on the front. If CLEM moves down the ramp too eagerly, he could get jumped. I like the hide the Stalkers, make it look like just Adepts. And if he gets over eager and moves out, maybe you run in here with 5 or 6 Stalkers and win the game. Ooh. We had a few cheers for Hero. I was asking people for a show of hands who they're betting on, who they're cheering for. And only people cheering for Hero spoke up. Well, you might just be in luck. Oh, the Marauder barely slips inside that bunker. And they get rid of the Stalker as well. I mean, it's a good deny on mining, but you don't want to be losing all these Stalkers. Hero needs to pull that guy back right now. Ah, Hero with his F2. He always does that. This is a big problem Hero has when he's doing these attacks. He pulls the Stalker back, but it's not back far enough, and then he F2s it straight back into the fighting. It's a bit of a mistake he makes far too often. He's got to separate that Stalker from the pack whenever it gets locked on. Right now, 35 probes for Protoss. He's going to go for 2 more gateways, which means he's going to have 3 gates at home, only 1 gateway proxied. The fact that he's forced 2 Cyclones out of CLEM already puts CLEM in a bit of a compromised position. There's no starport, no engineering bay. You know, you can't throw these units away. That's the problem. I'm just rooting everyone to have a bad time, says one guy in the chat, trying to counter the guy who says, I just want there to be good games and everyone to have a good time. How nice. How bloody sunshiny Twitch chat is today. 2 more Stalkers warping in. Oh, dude, I think Hero's just going to go for it. Oh, he doesn't quite get the first Cyclone. Yes, does he? Oh, he's trying to get it. Oh my god, he finally gets rid of it. And he gets both Cyclones and the tank. But the Marauders and the Marines punish him. He loses a lot of Stalkers for it. I still think this is an okay trade because now he can bully CLEM And yeah, this is where you get the damage is chasing him. Stalkers do great damage to the Marauder. It's an armored unit, which means the Stalker does bonus damage to armored. And the third Nexus does go up there as well. So I think this is a really good position now for Hero. That being said, I've seen CLEM come back from worse. CLEM is kind of set up to do an all-in. Oh, the Stalkers blink in, take out the tank. There's no prism here for the hot pickup, so those sort of blinks are really costly. You have to now take advantage of the fact that you've got the range advantage. And I mean, he's already denied this mule. That mule's probably not going to get any mining done. Picking off the SCVs. And Hero just doing way too much. Another tank finally emerges. But I think Clem's on his last legs. He really needs Hero to do a derpy derp right now. If Hero blinks in right now and loses all these Stalkers, that's one way Clem could win. One of the very few ways. Tank sieges, and it looks like Hero backs off momentarily, and then he dives. 2 more Stalkers join in. He does eat 2 siege tank shots, though. And the stim comes in. The Bio's actually killed a lot of Stalkers, but there's just none left. Hero looking far too good, man. Oh, the Stalker's just picking it off. Yeah, Hero's got a third up now in mining. He's got charge and +1 on the way. And he's able to just micro his way to victory here. I mean, 1 tank, 1 marine, 1 marauder. Ain't going to defend. There's no starports for healing. Yes, Clem's work account is not too far behind, but he just cannot defend these. And look at that. Volleys down the tank, pulls back, volleys down the marauder. Clem has to tap out. Hero with the proxy gates. Doing fantastically well. Alright guys, Clem in the bottom right side now. Chance to fight back with double gas. Of course, he's playing a madman. Hero is playing double gas as well. Is this going to be proxy Stargate? I don't think so. He's already got 2 pylons at home. Is he going to do a sentry opening? He might just do a sentry opening with the double gas. Could be interesting. This does give you a lot of flexibility on your tech as Protoss, but it does slow down your Nexus. Clem should realize when his Reaper gets the other side, when he sees no Nexus, or the Nexus is not finished at least, that Hero is teching very quickly and could do many different things. Oh my golly. Zephyr just dropped $250. You guys are hearing the alerts, by the way, right? Guys on stream, thank you so much. Dude, that covers so much. Thank you so much, Zephyr, for the overwhelming support. It's been a bit slow getting the rhythm of the stream back, letting people know I'm back streaming every day. And yeah, it's been slow. It's been slow to build back up. That's the way streaming works when you're away for as long as I was. Thank you so much for the love, mate. I really appreciate it. That is overwhelming generosity. I slap my bacon in thanks, as does the rest of the channel. Please never fly away on my Zephyr. Is that the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Anyway, let us know where you got your name from. So I can make dumb jokes about it in future. All right, guys, let's continue talking about the game itself. Really appreciate those supporters of this tournament, though. Allow us to keep doing this every week. Stegosaur, of course, being the biggest. Stegosaur, who admins the tournament, sets up the brackets, does all the hard, busy work, organizes the maps and things when we get these new map pools. He's a legend. Reaper comes back and then does defend this. And this is just a double Stalker Twilight. So one has to wonder why. Why did we go double gas if we're just going to... Are you going Dark Templar and Blink at the same time? Like, what are we doing? What's the gas for? Oh. 2 Stalkers out, but the 3 Reaper 2 Alien could kill the first Stalker very quickly. They're grouping up to go into. This Stalker's going to get minced. Those Reapers and Hellions will do really well. Oh, very nicely done. First Stalker goes down. There are 2 more, though. He's just going to keep focusing the Stalkers rather than going for the probes. Absolute Chad maneuver there for Clem. Oh, that Hellion volley! Holy moly, that Hellion volley was brutal. He gets another Hellion shot off. It only hits 1, though, as it was. The probes were running away that time. Dude, so much damage. 7 probes and 2 Stalkers. This is a very successful 3 Reaper 2 Alien. That Reaper just got yeeted off the side of the map of Winter Madness here. Someone in chat before was saying 3 Reaper 2 Aliens a bad build order against Protoss. It just doesn't really work. Because we saw, I think it was Cura or someone tried earlier and it just got popped. And I didn't respond at the time, but I was thinking, I agree. When I use 3 Reaper 2 Alien, it's hopelessly bad. When I play against it, that's what happens. What just happened to Hero, that happens, and I go, that build's overpowered. And then I try it again as Terran, and it runs into a friggin' gateway wall off and does nothing, and I'm like, you know, That was really worth it. That was really, really good. It's a standard TVT build, but it's very common in TVP these days, and it does get some pretty good damage if the opponent doesn't keep their units together. If you know it's a double gas opening, which Hero knew, he should have kept his Stalkers in a tighter formation closer to home. Potentially building a shield battery can really help as well. If you've got all 3 Stalkers together when it arrives, you can defend it. Now this Widow Mine drop denying massive amounts of mining time. Clem fighting back. Both Widow Mines going down without firing is amazing. I do like that he saved the medevac. It's a very valuable unit. The Stalker blocking those Marines from getting after more probes though. I gotta say, Hero did pretty well with how chaotic this early game has been. His 3rd Nexus is almost finished. He's going straight for Robo Bay. And that is huge. Because this Psychopath is on 1 gate, guys. It's 1 gate, 3rd Nexus into Colossus. I mean, Hero's a psycho. And yet he's gotten away with it. He's gone 1 gate blink. He's just non-stop built gateways. Stalkers out of it. Well, this is an atrocious attack, is it? Well, 2 Stalkers for a tank. It's a negative trade, but not massively. He's going to get a Marine or 2 and an SCV as well. It was actually worth it. Great attack. It looked ugly when that attack started, but he could blink in the main as well. Okay, now it's not worth it. Almost stayed. If he stayed a fraction of a second longer, that tank would have got another shot off. Ooh, didn't target fire immediately. Still gets 2 probes though. Good play there by Clem with the auto turret harassment. Okay, so we've got Stim Bio on the way. Starport has to build its reactor from scratch. It's going to be a long time till medevacs hit the field. That being said, 4th gas is coming up. 2 bases are fully saturated. The engineering bay is there. You know, Clem's got to feel pretty comfortable now as his 3rd barracks lands. He'll start shields. 3rd command center goes down. He's got a good setup. I do worry that Hero's setup might just snowball though. That 3rd's, you know, getting close to fully mining. Auto turret harass will help slow it down, especially if he gets in here before the shield battery's finished. Got himself 10 seconds to get work done. Good pull for Hero. Only loses 1 probe in mining time. Extended thermal lance is on the way first. Colossus is about to pop out. Let's see how quick he is on starting the second one. He's a bit shy on gas right now as he's rushed for charge. We'll go for a few more gateways. Desperately needs the gas for that Colossus. Made a sentry. I think that sentry was maybe a little bit early. Finally, the second Colossus starts, but a good 20-second delay on that. It's the early Robo losing a bit of its sharpness, I would say, from that little bit of delay. Two probes go down, 3, not bad. I like the summary from Twitch chat. They say, builds a 3rd on 1 gate, defends 2 attacks, and then attacks his opponent's natural with reckless abandon as if he could afford to lose a single unit. Hashtag only Hero things. You're not wrong. Losing those 3 or 4, actually 5 Stalkers now have gone down. It's quite a lot when you started on so few units. Oh, he doesn't get to the choke point in time. Hero's got to be careful here. Stim and Shields is ready. He's going to try and take out the tank, and he does get it. Guardian Shield helping out a lot. The Immortal doing really well, but Clem realizes this army's kind of small, and he punishes with a good move forward. He doesn't have concussive. He's going to have to start that. Hero sees him pick up. Tank does shell there, gets a good shot off. Clem unloads, realizing he was spotted. Second starport. Did I just see a second starport's already up? Oh, he's going to go for a Viking timing, guys. He's going to do a sharp bio Viking timing off 3 base. Oh, he saves the siege tank in the middle. Looks like the Widow Mine did go down. That Widow Mine fires, takes out a Zealot. The Guardian Shield there doing work. If you chase into that siege tank, you will regret it. Clem taking fantastic trades in the middle of this map. And it looks like Hero. I don't know what I was going to call him. Cyril? Like what? For some reason, I was going to call Hero Cyril there. Double Forge Dark Shrine. Very odd choice to go for both of those at this moment. But he's just going to try and drag it out. The Zealot run by gets caught though. Hero's supply is dangerously low. Siege tank in the open. Stalkers blink into the Marauders. Which is a little bit like sticking your hand into a bear trap. Not advisable. The Immortal goes down, and the Marauders, realizing there's just no damage in that army. The Zealot reinforced a bit too late. Clem dives forward. He does take care of it. I thought after that impressive defense early, Hero might be in a really good spot with such a fast 3rd, but follow-up maybe a bit too ambitious for him with the counterattack, and the follow-up bits of damage with the auto turret stacking up, the harassment, and then his army going into the middle of the map at I think a very awkward time. I think it was good to force the siege up, but staying as long as he did was a little overly ambitious, needed a few more charge zealots, and Clem now just has far too many units. The Viking count, out of control, Hero has to tap, and that ties up the series 1-1. Alright guys, Clem ties up the series there, repping Team Liquid. Hero in the bottom right, guys, doesn't have a clan tag. Didn't Hero join a team recently? Could you guys remind me what team Hero's on? Is he still on Twisted Minds, or did he join a new team? Because I feel like he joined a new team. I think it was SKT, wasn't it? It is. It's SKT1. And he doesn't even join the friggin' clan. StarCraft pros just do not bother representing their team, do they? I guess he's... like, come on, man. Where's the clan tag? It's so funny, no one does it. It's not SKT anymore, it's just T1. Ah, okay, sorry, I haven't followed... I mean, I don't follow League of Legends, so I haven't followed T1 since Pro League ended 10 years ago. Alright, guys, so we've got Hero for T1. Very big, famous team in Korea, guys. Very big, famous team. So, glad he's working with them now, and they're getting him in there. Hero, wait, does Hero have kids? Hero has children to take care of. Cut him some slack. SC2 is his side hustle, of which he does like 50 hours a week. That's true. I don't think he has kids, right? I thought Dark was the only pro player with kids. Or kid, I should say, singular. Now, Hero refuses to ever build the pylon in the marker, which they literally give you a marker on the map to tell you where the optimal placed pylon is so that you can wall off if you want to. Hero literally refuses to ever build it there and then wonders why he can't wall off this side. It's so funny. Like, he'll do this in PvZ where the wall off's really important as well. Almost every map maker will do these little helping marks on the map to help Protoss players so that each new map pool isn't as hard to adjust to. And the best Protoss player in the world will still just refuse to use them and then have the jankiest wall off ever. Legend. It is going to be a... was this reactor first? Ooh, reactor first double gas. Pumping out the Reapers, hey? Command center is going to go down in the natty at about 228. Not the fastest command center. Ah, look at that. He hides one of the Reapers. I like that move. Because the probe didn't check for the reactor. So he hides one of the Reapers because he's going to go 4 Reaper, 2 Hellion. Or even 3 Hellion potentially. Adept comes in. 1 Hellion and 1 Reaper are going to come fight it. The other Reaper will join up, I think, to deal with it. Seeing 1 Reaper Hellion alone doesn't ring alarm bells. Shield battery this time around at home. That'll help. That's a big boon to defend these sort of attacks. Widow Mines are behind it, and that's it, guys. 4 Reapers, 2 Hellions. He didn't bother repairing the Hellion. He figures, nah, no time to go back and repair. We want to go right now. And I think the goal is going to be to run up the ramp. You can see Heroes on the ramp, but that Adept could get blasted. He's not got a lot of hit points on it. It needs to be in range of the battery down here if he wants that Adept to block. The Reaper's thinking about running in the main. Oh yeah, he's splitting. Hellions poke. Reapers get spotted. There's 4 units right there. Oh, this is not going to do much, I don't think, for Clem. Clem's thinking about just running away with the Reapers, and I think that's probably the better choice. Realizing this is not working out for him. Oh, he tries to get the Adept because he's greedy. The healthy Adept turns around, gets a Hellion, so it is a Hellion for an Adept. Pretty even trade. Technically, the Adept costs 25 more resources, but, you know, splitting hairs. Second Gateway and a Robo come down. Are we going to see a return to Storm? We haven't seen a lot of Storm openings this series. I know Storm has been all the rage. Guys like Classic, Hero, many of the players opening Storm against Terran. Enjoying the new Storm, despite the energy recharge being heavily nerfed. Four gases are up, with the Robo as well. Double Widowmine going into the main base. Does he just dive? Ooh, look, there's Moopies down there, guys. We are on Taito Citadel, of course. Goes straight past the pylon. Stalkers are reacting. Blink is ready. Clem. This is not going to go well for him, I don't think. Oh, he retargets on the Stalker. Good blink to dodge. And he goes straight back to mining and loses 6 workers. Ooh, because the Hellion kills that guy and the Reaper's distracted as well. So Clem using those guys that he saved from earlier to be as distracting as possible. I really didn't think that would find any damage, but he ran the probes back because of the Reapers, and they kind of scared him back into the Widow Mine. 8 probes total, really well done. Clem's got a lib behind it, not something you see too often in this matchup. He doesn't have a ton of defense, but he's building 3 racks with a giant wall off to block Blink Stalkers. And the Reapers, they will finally go down. Now the Liberator's going to bide its time. He realizes, okay, I got to wait for Hero to counterattack. He knows he wants to send this Lib in to siege the main about 20-30 seconds, right around 6 minutes. And he's got a siege tank covering the entirety of the main base, or almost all of it. Siege tank covering the natural, 2 bunkers because he knows there's a blink attack coming. Hero, of course, ready to take a third behind this, as well as going for a Robo Bay and a 4th gas. A lot of Protoss players really speeding towards that splash damage. Alright, that Lib may want to go in. Now's probably the time. Raven does get... Oh, actually, no, he goes for the Tech Lab. Combat Shields gets cancelled. And Stim. Double kill. Double kill. Ooh, he wants that one as well. Another Tech Lab goes down. The Starport lifts, looks around awkwardly, and then immediately goes and lands. At least Clem doesn't take too much direct damage, but this was too slow. The Liberator needed to go in a bit earlier. And gets spotted, so the Liberator just goes in, goes out. And that's... So there's a catch, guys. The tank, you want it to reach to the very edge, but you also want it to be far enough back from the wall that they can't just run up and shoot you over it. So I think his tank maybe should have been just one space further forward in that situation. And his Marines should have been mostly up here. He was really afraid of getting busted on the natural. Thought it was a 4-gate blink. And as a result, his Stim and Shields do get denied. Units lost time is not too bad. 3rd Command Center is halfway done. He's got a 4th and 5th Barracks building as well. 3rd Nexus is just now finished for Protoss. So the thing is, Hero's economic growth has not been very good. But his tech is amazing. Double Forge, extended Thermal Lance. He once again warps in a Sentry. Okay, at least he has the gas for the second. I was going to say, once again, he's not building a second Colossus, but he does finally do it. He's made 2 sentries. Hero's been kind of in love with the random sentries. Now, keep in mind, the Observer gets like 1500 vision, but it does reveal itself when it goes into this surveillance mode. So you can use this, just go up to the edge, go into surveillance mode to peek their army, and then unsiege it and move away. It's a very good ability. Like, it's actually insane. So you should just unsiege this and move away now. Stalkers are threatening there. They did take a tank shot, and that Observer needs to leave, man. Those Marines want it, but they don't have Stim. The Observer's going to bait him. Ooh, okay. He does lose 2, 3 Stalkers for a tank. Not a good trade, Pharaoh. Not a good trade. It's got to be more careful than that. I think 2 Stalkers for a tank is acceptable. Like, yes, it's cost inefficient, but, you know, you can accept it. But look at this. Lib comes in as well. Clem staying very active with minimal units. Should just unsiege that, go to this corner. Indeed, he will. Stalkers will get a lot of damage, though. The next drive-in of that Liberator... Oh, he's going to try and go deeper. Kiri, 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 kiri. And he does get shot down. All right, Ghost Academy's on the way. 2nd Starport going down on the reactor as well to deal with this Colossus style. But 1-1's already finished. And if Hero... I mean, he just chronoed these, so he should realize it's time to start 2-2 right after. Since he literally just chronoed and they were already almost finished. And yeah, he's paying attention. Immediate 2-2. Clean. Very clean. We have some analysis, guys, from Twitch chat. Korean player, suck at building worker. That is true. It is a choice. You'll notice most Korean Protoss players have constant gaps in their worker production. On the other hand, they are very good at using their army to kill their opponent. So just because Hero's got gaps in worker production, I think right now it's by choice. I think he doesn't want to go above 70. He's on 4 gases. He's got 4 mineral lines. He just wants to make his 10 gateways, make mass units. And if he can delay the next big battle until 2-2 finishes, which is probably about 80 seconds away, say about 11 minutes, assuming he keeps chronoing them once or twice, then he could be in a really good spot. Because you can say 2nd eBay Armory's just now started, right? Yeah, Clem's going to have ghosts for EMP, he'll have a decent Viking count, but one has to realize the power of those 2-2 upgrades, especially on a heavy Zealot army. 5 pylons building. 5 times 8 is 40, guys. He only needs 20 more supply, but he's building 40 for himself. Hero's good at maths. I love Hero, by the way, guys. I love being a bit negative to him. It's just fun. It's all in good. It's all in good spirits. He's actually one of my favorite players. And I think he's in a good spot to win this game, even though he's down in supply. I don't know. I just have a feeling that the 2-2 upgrades are going to do it for him. Unless Clem can land really sick AMPs and get rid of those Colossus really quickly with the Vikings. That Observer goes down. Didn't unsiege it in time. But man, look at the vision range on these Observers. It's crazy. Terran sees to here. You're all the way back there just watching him. 2-2's done. It's go time. Hero with a maxed out 2-2 timing. Hallucinates 3 extra Colossus. Unfortunately, his real Colossus are getting stuck behind the fake Colossus, so they're not doing that much damage. He's going for it. The Stalkers need to take out these Vikings. He needs to blink some of the Stalkers forward, maybe? But, oh my god, Clem just got minced. Hero just goes for the 2-2 and just wipes the floor with him. Oh my gosh. Dude. Zero hesitation. Clem's like starting me upgrades. He doesn't even know this is here until this moment. And he's like, oh, whoops. And he's just a bit too Marine heavy as well, maybe. The Colossus. Dude, way too much damage to those Marines. The Zealots are really tanky. A lot of the army got distracted up north. But it didn't matter because once these Colossus shots start landing, oh man, everything melts. Alright guys, Team Liquid's Clem in the top right side, Hero in the bottom left. Hero with a very decisive win there, just goes for the timing, you know, fully maxed out while Clem was still just finishing his max out and having a double upgrade advantage. Initiating with the hallucinated Colossus. I think there was a Guardian Shield in the mix as well. Just a good fight for Hero, very decisive. Clem has a better chance at PvP. Clem's PvP is astoundingly good, like mechanically amazing. But he's just way too weak in the early game. Like if they play a really standard game where they both just expand and play Blink and you respect him, sure. I think Hero, I would bet so much money on him destroying Clem in PvP. Because you could just do cheeky, weird builds. Clem won't know how to deal with them. What, like, you know, I guess he's played almost a year of a lot of Protoss on ladder, a lot of PvT in tournaments. He just doesn't have any PvP tournament experience. Very limited, I should say. Few tournaments he messed around with it, but there's too many of those weird early game situations where he's just not going to know exactly what to do. And you really need to have a very deep understanding of PvP for those early games, especially when you're playing as guys like Hero that just do wild, crazy things. If you play a full standard 3-base Blink War European style, I think Clem's one of the best PvPers in the world because it's about mechanical execution of Blink Stalkers, multi-prong harassment tactics. And I think at that, he's second in none. He did out micro Max Packs in a PvP in Blink Stalkers because Max Packs, yeah, I mean, he let the game get a bit too standard and maybe got a bit nervy being worried about losing to Clem's off race. And Clem just played sick. Clem did SCV Scout, guys. Hero getting respect. He does not want to get cheesed again. And there's that bunker, guys. Factory into bunker into second gas is the standard timing. You should be going for that second gas right now. Oh, and then your Reaper jumps into the base and you get to micro this for 20 seconds, and then you go back and do more stuff at home. Textbook standard opening for Clem with the safety of the SCV Scout added. MaxPax plays a bit too standard of a build, whereas Hero plays 6-7 strats. Yeah, he does. He does 6-7 a lot. That's true. I agree. Barracks Factory's there. Oh, Reaper almost dies. Careful, Clem. Put him away, mate. Stargate's on the way. Did he just see that? He saw it. Did he click on it? I think he might have realized. If he knows that's a Stargate, that's pretty massive. He's going to go second Barracks. Do you think he just tries to abuse the Stargate build by doing like a 3-racks bio tank all-in? Just don't do any medevac harassment because you know he's going to play like Phoenix or something? This could be really big. Chat's pointing out that this is the perfect Reaper wall. What can I say, guys? He thought this was where you jump up with the Reaper. Or here. Not the obvious Reaper area here. Hero is such a legend. And the thing is, if he walled it properly, the Stargate probably would have been hidden. Or at least more hidden. That's a very Hero thing to do, though. Like I said, you can put markers on the map to tell him where things are. He still won't read them. Super easy scout on the Phoenix. Third barracks goes down. Yeah, Clem is just going to do a giant push. Reaper's still rotating around. It is going to be Robo, so it looks like Phoenix Colossus for hero. First tank's on the way. There's already one Cyclone to defend. The Phoenix should be flying across the map. At least one of them to scout. I don't know why Hero's holding them back. You only want to hold your Phoenix back when you're hiding them so that your opponent flies a medevac in and gets it killed. He's seen your Stargate twice now. Once while it was building Phoenix. Keeping the Phoenix at home makes literally 0 sense. Like, the whole logic of hiding your Phoenix is to hide them. He knows they exist. Hero, what are we doing? You need to go scout the 3 racks all in. Why aren't you doing anything? Is he? It's just like 101 of Phoenix openings in PvT. This makes no sense. He's seen it for the 3rd time, and finally Hero realizes that his Phoenix... Oh, he knows I've gone Phoenix. He's seen it twice before that moment, but you weren't paying attention. He's also trapped one of his Stalkers there. Did the grenade bounce that? That Stalker's trapped. He's got to recall that. And now the Phoenix fly through the army. One of them goes down. Oh, no. Dude, the Reaper basically putting that Stalker in jail more than pays for itself. That's amazing. The Stalker's trapped. Hero has no idea. And what's he got? Okay, he's going to recall the Stalker out now. He's got 2 Stalkers, a Sentry, 4 Phoenix, 1 Zealot, 1 Adept. This is a disaster, mate. I mean, the Immortal, it's got a lot of heavy lifting to do. It will come in. Stim's not ready. Oh, it is actually. He loses the Cyclone, though. Observer goes down. Tank needs to siege. Tank needs to siege. One of them is sieged. He wants the other one to get real close. He knows Hero does not want to fight. Clem is not going to stim until he has to. Okay, now he stims. Gets rid of a Phoenix and a Zealot. The Sentry taking a lot of damage there. It goes down. The Phoenix come in, but they get immediately smashed by those Marines. Both Phoenix deep in the orange now. He does actually get some tank pickoffs, but only pickups, I should say, because it's only momentary. The Immortal goes down to the tanks, and Hero here, with what could best be described as an absolutely nonsensical use. I don't know if he just didn't notice that the Reaper jumped in twice and saw him going Phoenix, but to not scout with you, he should, even if he thought, well, maybe he's still going to harass. He knows you've gone Phoenix, you at least send one to scout. If he knew what was happening earlier, he could have held that. Big logical mistake there in the way Hero reacted to his Stargate getting spotted. Of course, maybe a bit thrown off after his wall-off was botched. Either way, we get a game 5, so I'm happy. All right, guys. Clem there, fighting back. Very nice. 3 racks all in after scouting the Phoenix. Hero in the top right side of the map. Obviously a bit critical of him there, but to be fair, that's Hero, guys. Most of us play with organized flowcharts, and we can't understand when someone would go away from the established flowchart. And we've got to remember, Hero does not play with a flowchart. He basically throws paint at the wall, makes a weird impressionistic painting. It looks like splatter from a child just throwing paint at the wall, and he's like, no, it's sunset on midsummer during the Swedish festival. And you're like, that just looks like paint on a wall. And he's like, no, it's the thing I said it was. And you're like, okay. And to be fair, he's very good at doing that. He's very good at surprising his opponents because they never expect what's going to happen. But that was a misplay for sure. Clem's going to go for an SCV scout. Very important because there is that second gate. Proxy this time. And Clem wisely not taking chances because it's been a very cheesy day of PvT for Hero. Lots of proxy gates today. So many of them. Alright. Probe going down to the Natty. Thinking about a little Nexus in the near future. Does have 400 minerals, but of course you want to build units first. Goes for the Stalker from the front. Adept from home. And the SCV comes in. Sees no expansion. I wouldn't mind a cancel on that command center, Clem. He's already, yeah. He's thinking about it. He's like, can I salvage that? Nope. Good cancels. Gives it up. Builds a tech lab here. And he's just going to build Marauders and put them in the bunker, I guess. Which should allow him to hold on. Now, of course, he's got to take a second gas as well. This does obstruct his opening a fair bit, make it a bit more awkward for him. He does spot the Nexus. I think as soon as he's got a Marauder in the bunker, then he'll send the Reaper across the map to harass. But until then, he loses his scouting SCV, has to cancel his command center. On the other hand, Hero massively delays his own Nexus, and his gateway's in the middle of the map. So, ends up being a bit awkward for both sides. Reaper goes across the map now. First Marauder's out. The second one is building. Only bunkers can be salvaged, Clem. You can't salvage our command center. Obviously, yes. When I said salvage, I did mean finish building it, protect it somehow. No, I appreciate you guys. 2 Marauders are out. I don't really like this opening. Continually building Marauders always feels awkward. He's going to go for a second barracks in a factory. Adept is on duty there. I think this transition's a-okay for Hero. He just needs to make sure he protects that proxy gate for a very long time. Or if he doesn't protect it, he builds extra production at home. Because earlier today, he opened up with a proxy gate, got way ahead, and then he just didn't rebuild any production. And it was actually, sorry, it was a double proxy gate, and he got both of them depowered, and he was just sitting on 1 gate, 1 robo, whilst getting counter all in. And it was kind of like, Hero, are we... And he was just like probing and taking gases. He's like, I have 1 gate and 1 robo. It's all I need. You got to realize party production's out there. Much more dangerous. Charge? He's already pulled a worker off each gas and he's chronoing charge. Hero is going to go for a charge zealot all in. Marauders and tanks suck at killing charge zealots, guys. Oh no. This might actually be amazing because there's going to be so few Marines. And he's already got a sentry for Guardian Shield. Oh no. Oh no. And he's already got a forward warping point over here with that gateway. It's not that close, but it is still a bit closer. Oh, this is crazy, man. So he's got 4 gate charge. Super. I think he might go 6 gate. I would love 6 gate. 4 gate already can like shut down any early attacks for Clem. Clem does not have a starport. And Clem's going to sell that bunker right before the charge zealot attack comes. I guarantee you guys. Because it's already surprising he's kept the bunker this long. I guarantee you he sells this bunker as the zealot attack comes in. It's going to be absolutely tragic. Every Terran player in the chat, everyone watching in the comments, you guys have all done this. We've all done this. You think you've held the early attack, you sell the bunker, and then the zealots are going to come across this map. It wasn't right before, and he does build a new bunker on the low ground, but I'm like, dude, having a bunker on the high ground could actually help. And especially, you'd actually like your tanks to be on the high ground, most importantly. There's no prism. There is no way for Hero to breach the main base. And to be fair, he's only on 4 gates. He's only got 6 zealots. He's not committing very much. He's building a shield battery. Hero's the only guy who goes mass zealot and builds shield batteries. Obviously, mass zealot's really good at swarming your opponent in the middle of the map. So building static defense with it is kind of counterintuitive, but he makes it work really well. Clem's not old enough to have faced a 4 gate. This is a 2 base 4 gate. This is not a 1 base 4 gate that was built off of 6 workers on Tolda and Malta. Slightly different version of 4 gate Twitch chat. The guys who've been playing StarCraft for 15 years, still thinking about Wings of Liberty, dreaming about Steps of War. Oh, the Marine sees it. He sees him. He sees zealots. He sees charge done. That is a big tell. eBay. You need to wall. eBay's Clem. You saw charge. You need an engineering bay here right now. If he can wall off the charge, he might be able to hold. I think he can hold anyway. Yeah, he's okay. He's fine. He's got stim and concussive. Tank's getting some good shots off. Whoo! Hero's got a 3rd. He's fine. I'd love to see Hero play double forge and swarm him. He's going to go 3 more gateways in a robo. But he's only now taking 4 gases, so his tech is very far behind. In the wise words of Day 9, don't hate the 4 gate. I think that's only the first part of the sentence, guys. I think the second part is hate the player who uses it because they're a low-skill noob who doesn't know how to macro and can only do a 1 base all in. I think that's it, right? That sounds like Day 9, yeah. I like to think there's an alternate timeline where Day 9's actually like even more of a central figure in early StarCraft 2 than he actually was, but he's like way more toxic. You know, like he's just, that's like, I don't know, I just have this fantasy about, to me it would be such a fun world to visit, you know? You're like, you know what Day 9 says when your opponent's doing something weird, tell him to go F and kill himself because he's a piece of, you know, like you're just like, what? I thought the saying was to just go kill him, you know, do a timing attack if the guy's build is no, you got to tell him that he's a low-life scum who doesn't deserve to win the game in the chat. That's it's the Day 9 Daily teaching you how to be a sore loser and a bit of a D-bag. Now, to be fair, Hero's getting a 4th. He's taking this 4th in the middle is a bit exposed here on Old Republic, guys. I do love this map because we got little purple waterfalls going on. Look at that, man. If you drink that, you're getting super high. You're gonna meet whatever creator you believe in if you drink from there. Ghost Academy's on the way. Big push. There are 15 zealots. It's 22 zealots, but no armor. He never got +1 armor, only +1 attack. Hero's gonna go for it. Clem not watching, a little bit slow. Oh, Clem, I don't think he could deal with that many zealots, man. The fake Colossus in the back is not doing that much damage, but the tanks get absolutely wiped. Does he click the Observer? Oh, he doesn't click the Observer. The Observer took one volley, but not enough to kill it. Clem can bio-micro his way out of trouble, but he's already lost the tanks, and 4 SCVs went down. Hero F2'd the Zealot away. He felt bad about that Zealot attacking the undefended mineral line, so you could see he F2'd it out. That Zealot could have killed 7 or 8 workers. Clem didn't even notice it. He was so stunned by the attack on the front. Oh, and now he's split up. And there's going to be real Colossus arriving soon, guys. First one's out. 2 more building. It's double Robo Colossus. +2 attack on the way, as well as a second Forge coming in as well. Dude, I think Hero might have this in the bag. He might have this in the bag, man. An Observer, seeing everything. Dude, I actually think the Observer surveillance mode is broken. I said this a few weeks ago. I think it's actually so good. And then he just unsieges and walks away. He's like, lol. Like, look at the vision for Hero. Tell me that is fair. Tell me that is fair. I'm fine with the surveillance mode, you know, being nerfed. I think they should just make it the same vision as the normal Observer, but stay invisible. Anyways, Bio's there. The Zealot Colossus coming forward. The Zealot Stalker Colossus hanging out. Ooh, the Observer does go down. Probably not as prime a target as the Colossi. The EMPs were nice, but he's going to regen those shields if Hero buys enough time. The Colossus didn't really take damage to begin with. Clem's going to pull back to the choke point. He doesn't have a lot of range damage. The Marauders try to hold the line. The Colossus coming forward to try and focus the Marines. The SCVs have to get pulled into the front line. The Marines starting to get gunned down. Hero microing like an absolute Chad Gamar right now. You see the way he started to set the Colossus forward and just shift-clicked on those Marines, kept target firing them. There wasn't enough Vikings to answer it. Now the Viking count's pretty good. 5 Vikings out, but he's already killed 20 SCVs. He's already got rid of all the Marauders. Clem's army a bit too small. The Colossus finally goes down. The Vikings are going to land. Clem will survive, and he has a 4th command center up, but he's down 26 workers. And whilst Hero does seem a little aroused right now, a little excited, maybe he overcommits, but look, he's got a 5th base behind it. Is it really possible to overcommit when you're winning this hard? I'm not quite sure. The supply lead is not that big for Hero. He goes forward, drops Trow, and does unload his big old disruptors, only hitting 2 SCVs. That was the worst attack I have ever seen. Hero, what was that? He walked up into point-blank range with a shotgun and missed both blasts. Barely peppered 2 SCVs. I can't. How do you? No, you had this game in the bag. Hero, what are you doing? To be fair, he's making it exciting. He has such a big economic advantage. I don't think he's behind even after that. Makes a new sentry, makes 2 Colossus. Clem's only at 60 workers. Hero's ahead on upgrades because he's got 2-1 against 1-1. And he's already started +3 attack. So he's still ahead in this game with a massive economy on 5 base. But this gives Clem a chance to recover. Maybe get back in it. Now it's coming forward. Did we just see a prism? I just saw some. Okay, I kept seeing Hero's screen jump to Clem's main. Shift clicking his prism down here, guys. There are some little birds by the. Dude, that bird looks munted. Did you guys see it? That bird has little barbs coming out of it. Ooh, pretty purple pool. Wow, those birds look real. Yeah, man. Are those cliff races? Dude, those are cliff races. I didn't realize we're on Morrowind. Bunker is full in the natural, but here comes the Zealot drop in the main. And here comes the Twister. Oh, the SCV repair in the natural's good. Main base is going to struggle. Planetary will help defend the front. Clem, he's losing a few too many SCVs on the natty, though. Vikings have to land in the main. Trading your Vikings for Zealots does not feel good. Oh, no! Oh no, the army comes forward again. Clem trying to micro in 3 places. Hero does throw away a lot of Zealots, but he kills a few Vikings. There's only 4 left. There are still 2 Colossi out. 4 more Vikings building. 3 barracks did get delayed there, so Clem's going to have to quickly reset, put his workers back on that. He's building a 5th command center, trying to catch back up. Dark Shrine and 2 more Nexi are on the way. I do think Hero could keep doing timing attacks. But I'd like to see his army avoid the planetary. If his main army comes north and tries to work up this ramp while Zealots hit the south and another prism goes down through into the main, that's the best thing he could do. But now he doesn't have a prism. He doesn't have a super close forward warp in point, only this gateway. The 2-2 is going to have time to finish here for Terran. If Clem can afford to start +3, that's very important. Otherwise, he will get a bit behind. No +3 armor for Hero yet, though, so the upgrades are comparable. One medevac sniped, well done. Big Zealot run by on the left. Look at this. Good movement by Hero. Attacks on the front. He takes massive EMPs on the front, though. He's gonna force Clem to defend, though. Clem can't chase. There's so many Immortals. 6 Immortals in that army. The Bio is going to try to split to defend this. The Vikings are up front. The Zealots once again killing the workers, but Clem's at 70 workers now. He can absorb a couple punches like this. It's times like these, Terran wish they had static defenses. Great EMPs. Gets the Colossus. Those Immortals looking very exposed. If the rest of the Bio can get on top, Hero's maxed army looking a little odd. The Observer's going to go down. Very nice, dude, guys. Clem's back in this. +3 attack starts, that important upgrade I talked about. +3 armor never began for Hero. It's actually way more important than Plasma Shields, as those EMPs have been on point. Zealots once again run through the left side. Oh, here comes a big Zealot Immortal attack on the right as well. Immortals can bust planetaries pretty well. This is a crazy move, though. Clem, of course, focuses on this front fight, but that means he does take some damage behind. The SCVs try to run away, but he minces Hero's entire army. Of course he's going to do that. Of course. What are you thinking? The Immortals, man. Hero has a lot of money, but I don't know if he has enough to rebuild from fights like this. He's trading really bad. He still hasn't added Psystorm, which is the supply-efficient missing piece of the pie. Keep in mind, guys, when you are way ahead in money, supply becomes an issue because you've got so many workers, it's wasting supply. What's the most supply-efficient game in the High Templar? The High Templar for Protoss, the Baneling for Zerg. I don't know what Terran's most supply-efficient unit is. Probably the Ghost at 2 supply. But these are the units you want to focus on when you get to late game and you're maxed and you need to be efficient with that army. Hero is defaulting to Baboon style. He's just massing Zealots. At least he started +3 armor. He's added a few disruptors, but these guys are 4 supply. They shoot a little faster now, but remember, they don't one-shot Ghosts. They don't one-shot Marauders either. That being said, Hero's income's amazing. He's got 4,000 minerals coming in a minute. So he can throw a few more battles like that without throwing the game. The problem is actually he's not taking gases fast enough. Like, he's taken 2 more gas here, hasn't transferred to them. He's just forgotten. He's actually, look at the gas income. 3 red arrow advantages for the gas income for Terran. And he sees 50 friggin' Zealots in the top left side of the map. Sorry, guys, 35 Zealots, to be factually correct. He's going to try and defend him. That's so many Zealots. He's got to pull back to the ramp. Oh, man. It's a very Hero series right now, isn't it? Oh, first EMP didn't really land there. Hero being kind of hard to deal with. He's got 7 Disruptors, 8 Stalkers, and 4 Zealots. This army dies to like 16 Marauders. It does not take a big army to deal with this. The Vikings are nearly worthless now, so he's happy to sandwich. Look at the spread. Look at Clem's spread. It's a trap. He comes in from every side. The Disruptors actually land pretty decently despite that, but Clem wanted him to pull the trigger. On the left side, the Zealots run in and get minced by Liberator Planetary Bio. All the Disruptors go down. Clem right now is smashing through Hero's armies with reckless abandon. Dude, this feels like one of those games where you're playing just against waves. He's just playing wave defense, and he's being so efficient. This is like the Nightmare Wings of Liberty campaign. The Nightmare mod, where there's just like 1,000 units that come at you constantly. Except in this case, it's Protoss rather than mostly Zerg in that campaign. Hero's got to make Psystorm and stop throwing units away, mate. He had so much money. He could have done a carrier transition. I think Clem would have really struggled with a carrier transition. You know, if you do that after clearing the Vikings in one battle, you know, when you stop building Vikings, you rock up with 6 carriers. That probably not the best choice. You know, we've seen him throw games with that, but I just think some Storm and keep doing those Prism Twisters, right? If he kept getting Prisms in the main, I think that would have been really hard for Clem to deal with, but just no splash damage with his main army, you know? He's trying to just rebuild Colossi again. Fusion Core and 3rd Starport are finally building. I mean, maybe Hero wins the game by mining out the map. And then Clem can't take a 6th base because everything's mined out. Like, that's because he's clearly not going to win by fighting him. 10,000 resources less efficient. Who knows? Maybe Clem can still make big mistakes. This is not over. Hero does not have a gas bank at all. Man, he's taking like one gas at a time. Here we go. Mass army coming in from the south. Ghosts have a lot of hit points. Colossus, the only real unit that does well against them. Remember, the Ghosts are very good against everything that's not Colossus. Now, 125 hit points. They're actually tankier than Marauders for your front line, except when Colossus are attacking them. That's the only exception to that rule. Marauders going up here as well. Liberator sieged up. Does get taken out by those Stalkers. Doesn't have Lib range yet. He's got a Planetary to fall back on. The Ghosts are going to cloak. He dealt with the detection, which means those Cloak Ghosts will trade pretty decently here. SCV's trying to repair this command center. He's got a whole army coming in. This was only half of Clem's army. He holds on against Hero's entire force, and now it's his turn. He's going to stim and chase those Colossus, but he does decide to back away. I think that's probably a good call. Doesn't want to chase into Disruptors or something. We know there's no Disruptors, but of course he does not. +3 ship weapons is on the way. We've also got Caduceus Reactor has started. He's also queued up Advanced Ballistics on that Fusion Core. There are cannons in the corner. Clem's just like, yeah, of course you have the corner base. Clem is no doubt so tense. He is fighting for his life right now. 4 Colossus coming forward. Oh! Those Ghosts cannot handle 4+3 Colossus attacking them at once. Okay, that's where the light tank really is bad for the Ghosts. That's where it's really bad. You do not want your Ghosts in the front line once the Colossus are out in this number. Oh, man. Okay, got to save that command center. Nice EMP on the Stalkers. And here we go. Hero's going to go for it, but EMP's all over the Zealot Stalker. Guardian Shield's helping out a fair bit. The Colossus need to go forwards. Nice starter set back on the bio. The Colossus are getting heavily damaged. There's still a few Vikings, but those Colossus aren't dead yet. And Clem's mismicroing. He's mismicroing. He balled up a little bit there. His Vikings are on his control group. He's panicking a little bit. And he didn't get rid of any of the Colossus. That was actually Hero's first decent fight in a while. Kept all of his splash damage alive. Colossus attacking the command center in the previous fight was a big problem. Good point from Twitch chat. So much going on here. The Stalkers blink to the left and take out the Liberator. The Bio Ghost pulls back. He does keep cloaking the Ghosts now to try and protect them from the Colossus, but that does mean they're draining their energy. Aren't going to be a lot of EMPs left. Prism will go down. Bio is going to fight this. And now the Colossus will fall to those Vikings. The Immortals get left behind, as they have every time. I think the Immortals were probably the worst investment for Hero in this game. He's lost 8 or 9 of them to very little value. And now if Clem can push into this bottom right and take it for himself, I actually think this base might be better for him. But he's going to go for the corner. Hero, he's building cannon battery everywhere. He's trying to take all the bases on the map, but the units lost is incredible. And, man, I gotta wonder where the Psystorm is, eh? He's so nice to come in with some Storm in some of these situations. Use it to at least zone the army a little or cover his retreat, but no Psystorm. He's trying to keep it simple, but I think it's making the game more complicated. Stalkers pick off a medevac. Nice intercept for Hero. Oh, he gets 2 Marauders as well. +3 Stalkers, man. They do really good damage to armored units. A few Stalkers finally go down, but he's making this really chaotic. Is Hero. The Zealot run by gets in as well. Hero's still maxed. I think the problem Hero has now is he's at 90 workers, and that income's gonna start dropping despite that. He's down from 4,000 to 3,000 minerals a minute. Oh, this army. Clem's overexposed. Clem needs to get out of here, man. Oh, dude, this command center is actually toasted. He's going to lose the command center and a lot of SCVs down here, I believe. Or is he? Lib range is done. The Libs have arrived. The command center, it survives. Huge save for Clem. But Clem, he's so panicky. His adrenaline's pumping. He keeps spamming EMPs. He's got to slow down on the EMPs. He's got to keep the energy alive for the future engagements. The Colossus going down to the Vikings. Hero running back and forwards here. I don't think he can be running back and forwards in this fight. Yes, he gets a few Vikings. That is incredibly rough. Planetary going up in the bottom right. So many Zealots. Hero's saying, nah, if I let you get this base, I lose the game. It's all now or never. Stalkers go after the Libs. The Disruptors go forward. They do get a few of the Marauders and Ghosts, but man, that's a lot of Stalkers that just disappeared to those +3 Liberators, those EMPs. And I think this is just too bad of a units loss tab. This is too ugly. Hero not able to get her done, and now getting overrun in this match. Disruptor does hit that Ghost. Ghost doesn't die. Even teabagging doesn't take Ghosts out anymore, guys. Welcome to 2025. Planetary gets jumped by a whole pack of Zealots. even though they'll get a few SCVs. Oh, Immortal's getting caught as well. The Libs plus the Planetary and the SCV repair. Easy hold for Clem. He may be only at 54 workers. I think he's okay with that. He's got 6 orbitals now. So he's actually got a lot of extra money and ability to mine with those mules. And there's just no real other option here for Hero. It's just been Zealot, Stalker, Colossus, Disruptor. I kind of feel like there was a few moments where if he really committed to the Zealot Stalker with like 6 Disruptors and actually ran in here, it'd be good. But I think what happened is every time he made a decent Disruptor count, he would go in with the Disruptors with like just a handful of Zealot Stalker. I think you need to have your mass Zealot Stalker with your Disruptors. And if his army's on the right, you zone him with Disruptors and you push left and snipe the Planetary. But you need to have mass Zealot Stalker to make that work. And you need Storm to deal with these Libs. Now that the range Libs are here, Clem should dominate the skies. And indeed, it looks like that is exactly what he's doing. The Lib siege, Hero pulls back. They instantly unsiege, sorry, and then pull back over there. Hero blocked this base with this pylon earlier, guys. I saw him place that pylon, and I was thinking, that looks a little too close, but we'll find out. Turns out we found out. He can't fit a Nexus there, so he's long-distance mining with about 40 probes. Bio Lib's going to come up and go, no, that's too pathetic. I don't need to care about that. Oh, the Libs aren't sieged. Stalkers. Oh, they get a few of them, and then they all disappear. They all disappear. The Viking Lib minces him. The Ghosts take care of the Zealots. And that units lost tab is nasty, guys. 103,000 units lost. 64,000 of which was Heroes. Only 39,000's Clem. Hero, what an amazing early game. What an amazing series. And just got a bit too excited and started getting way too antsy. When he threw that first little 2 Disruptor attack into the 3rd, I was shocked. But I thought he still had it in the bag. But he just got a bit too sloppy with his engagements. Headbutting Immortals into Planetary Ghost. Great split defense for Clem. Just really well done by him. Handling everything. Would have loved to see an earlier transition into Blink DTs to focus down the Planetaries, you know? He could have gone in with 12 Blink DTs and blinked on this Planetary at some point when it wasn't defended, or ran in here and blinked on it. But I just feel like there was also a lack of prisms getting in the back of the main, a Speed Prism or something, or a Tempest Storm transition. As it was, Hero tried to play a very basic style, and he just could not get through the absolute monster that is Clem. Clem had to work for it, though, man. He was SCV scouting towards the end of that game, and that's how you know a Terran is traumatized. When a Terran player starts SCV scouting, you know he is feeling the pressure. GG, well played, Clem, who wins Pigosaur number 54. GG, well played.